Cottee AO is an Australian sailor who was the first woman to perform a single-handed, non-stop and unassisted circumnavigation of the world. She performed this feat in 1988 in her 37-feet yacht Blackmores First Lady, taking 189 days. Personal life. Born Kay McLaren, the youngest of 4 daughters, in Sydney on 25 January 1954, Cottee grew up in the southern Sydney suburb of Sans Souci. She was born into a yachting family and was taken sailing for the first time when only a few weeks old. For secondary schooling she attended Moorfield Girls High School in Cogra, New South Wales. Cottee now lives in Yamba on the far NSW North Coast with television producer husband Peter Sutton. She is an international motivational speaker, skilled boat builder, writer, painter and sculptor. Solo circumnavigation. On 5 June 1988, at age 34, Cottee became the first woman to sail round the world alone, non-stop and unassisted when she sailed through Sydney Heads. She was greeted by tens of thousands of well-wishers. Cottee had left the harbour 189 days earlier, on 29 November 1987. The historic voyage on her 37-feet yacht Blackmores First Lady was also the fastest sailing trip around the world by a woman and the first solo, non-stop and unassisted voyage around the world by a woman. In the Southern Ocean, Cottee's boat was knocked down continuously and she was washed overboard. When Cottee rounded Cape Horn, the southernmost tip off South America, she celebrated with a lunch of crab, mayonnaise and self-baked bread, and a bottle of Grange, a prestigious Australian wine. Cottee and her major sponsor Blackmores Limited used the voyage to raise over $1 million for the Rev. Ted Knopf's life education program. Cottee also undertook an 18-month national schools tour, speaking to over 40,000 senior high school students, imparting the message you can achieve your dreams if you work steadily towards them. Awards. Since her round-the-world trip, Cottee has received numerous accolades. In 1988, Cottee received the Australian of the Year award. In January 1989, Cottee was appointed an Officer of the Order of Australia. Cottee is also the first Australian recipient of the Cottee Sark Medal presented by the Duke of Edinburgh. Cottee was also made a Paul Harris Fellow by Rotary and an International Honorary Zontion by Zonta International. Other achievements. Australian National Maritime Museum in 1991. Cottee joined the advisory board of the Australian National Maritime Museum. She was chair of the museum from 1995 until 2001. In 2000, Blackmores First Lady was acquired by the museum and placed on permanent display. Publications. Cottee is the author of 2 books. Her first book, First Lady, was published by Macmillan in 1989. Her second book, All at Sea on Land, was published by Pan Macmillan in 1998. About her life in the 10 years since the voyage.